Howdy folks, I just finished streaming Valhalla and I wanted to add a quick preamble to the recording for folks who are super into this game and its genre. So I try really hard to absorb as little information as possible about new games that I'm going to play, especially when viewers add games. I even try to avoid looking at the genre as it appears on Steam when I go to purchase it. I just search the name and I click buy. Usually that pays off when I learn about what a game is all about in real time, but in the case of this game, I think not knowing what kind of game this was kind of hurt my first hour's experience a little bit. It wasn't until the end of the first hour that I realized that the game is a visual novel first and foremost, and sort of an anthology visual novel at that. When I want to say that I want to beat every awesome game on this channel, I think that includes all genres, including visual novels, but as you may have seen in some of my other videos, if you've watched my other playthroughs, visual novels aren't my favorite genre, and since I don't do much oral reading of text, they can be a little bit stressful for me to stream because I feel like I'm clicking through text too quickly, or that people think that I'm not paying attention, that sort of thing. Now, usually I can deal with this by preparing myself mentally ahead of time going into a visual novel, but in the case of this game, I wasn't really even clear what this game was until the stream was already nearly over. I was like, okay, this game is about bartending, and I should be getting rid of these terrible customers as fast as possible to get to more game. I need to get better at mixing the drinks and doing so quickly. But only at the end did I realize that chatting up the terrible customers slowly and thoughtfully is the game. It's not something that I should be skipping. It's something that I should be focusing on. After the fact, now that I know that, I think that's kind of a cool concept, but in the moment, if you're watching this video, you can see me struggling to understand what the game's stakes are. There really aren't any stakes. What its consequences are, if you fail, there really aren't any consequences for failure as far as I can tell. And to compound that, some of the songs on the game's soundtrack, the soundtrack is very good, but they're quite a bit louder than what I usually prepare for with games. I usually prepare for about a minus 10 decibel setting. And here I needed to have about a minus 20 decibel setting in order for me and my wife to be audible in it. So not fixing it until about halfway through stressed me out a bit as well. In any case, I hope you can enjoy this first hour of gameplay, even though I'm struggling to understand what the game is. I feel that I'm better prepared to play this game if the subscriber who added it keeps it on their subblock. So worst case, if you dig the game, skip to episode 2 when it comes out in a couple months. Thanks. I have never played Valhalla. I think that's how you pronounce it. I've actually gotten really good at remembering how to spell the name of this game over the last week because I've been typing it many times in like announcements and in my events page. VA-11 HALL-A, which I'm sure is a nightmare for people to search. But I don't know anything about it. I saw that the subtitle is Cyberpunk Bartending Action, and I like many of those words, and I have no idea how any of them could combine together. Let me see if I can get a full screen here. I might have to actually get in game to select that. Give me a sec. Oh, enter did not work. If I can, I'll do something to capture just the window. Glitch City, 2070X AD. City that shouldn't exist, a tax haven where corporations and criminal empires reign supreme. All human life has been affected with nanomachines that keep them in check. Over them stand the White Knights. Here, brutality in all its forms is an everyday reality. The quality of life for the non-powerful decreases at an alarming rate. For many, this can be overwhelming. With jobs for families or jobs, look for ways to escape this place. The answer lies at the bottom of a glass.
Hey! She could be talking about water. Maybe she's thirsty.
On a small road just seconds away from the main street, somewhere near the slums, you can find the Hall A. Okay. So we just call it Valhalla. Gotcha. Small oasis in the middle of a concrete desert, a fountain of spirits waiting for tired souls. Alright, give me an option screen so I can make it full screen. That's cool. Click to start. Got it. Full screen, there we go. New game. Thank you for playing Valhalla. This game is best played getting comfortable. Grab some drinks, some snacks, and enjoy.
Okay. I'll do that part. You do the game part.
The Ballad of a Gay Ghost.
This will be teamwork.
This is a Western dev, right? Ooh. How's that for an entrance? Main character. Tuxedo-clad corgis? Styled after old Japanese PC games. Okay, that's cool. No idea what the brighter side is. You should totally find it. She's gonna die.
Wait, why? What'd she do?
Optimism in a cyberpunk game.
Oh.
Optimistic characters don't do well in these settings.
But she's in the bar. Isn't the bar a happy place?
Membership to Shining Fingered will automatically renew on the 17th. Make sure your account has at least $800 by then. Try to save your data using the Life Backup app. You can now browse the Augmented Eye. Okay, that's a neat concept. That's in the same settings window. So I'm like an anime girl. I have a kitty. That's exciting.
He's a sleepy.
Welcome, Jill. I have a little music player. It's probably the soundtrack of the game. That's kind of cool. Life backup. Save and load. I do like the diegetic menus. That's pretty cool. That, like, you save through the in-game phone. Augmented Eye. Mass immigration continues. Wonderlanders are the newest threat. Cyborg and Heels returns next year. What platforms is this on? Is this available?
Sorry, but
on
this
mobile?
music really isn't setting the right tone for me. It seems very happy, like not foreboding or, you know, implying pending doom.
No, we're just...
It's all just like, oh yay, there's some cyborg.
We're just sitting in our house. It's fine.
With their kitty.
It's not to love about it. It's a cyborg wearing heels, cutting stuff. Everything but Xbox One. We'll interview in the next few weeks, exclusively here at the Augmented Eye. Okay. Now, I don't go back to title screen. Most of the stuff that... Oh, go to work. Got it. Tuesday, December 13th. Good evening. Hey there, Jill. John. When you admit you have a John face, Gil. Okay, so Jill and Jillian. The music is pretty sweet in this game. You said something? Pay rent by the 30th, which is always stressful. Dude, that's the stress of being in a cyberpunk setting.
Rent?
Eviction.
Oh.
2 days ago, I found out the bar is at risk of closing. Not only is my life being shaken up, I'm apparently going crazy. Entering 4 left me with a completely empty wallet. She's talking to herself again. Can make a piano man, I'll skip the rest. Start with a sugar rush. Look for the recipe using the navigation bar and the recipe book. It will show up in the top left. I like the Kiririn.
Sweet or manly?
Yeah.
Are those two separate things? Are they mutually exclusive? Because I think you would beg to differ.
You're kind to say so.
You love sweet things.
I do.
You're not manly at all.
Well, it's correct.
Manly in the
Two
sense
separate
that
things,
the game
right?
has separated them.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Would you rather be sweet or manly?
I'd rather be sweet. If we're talking about drinks, I'd rather have a sweet drink than a manly drink. That seems like that's consistent with the game universe. A manly drink is a disgusting drink. It tastes like trash. A sweet drink is one that uses
Like
as much sugar as
old-fashioned.
possible. Yeah, to cover the taste of the alcohol. Press reset at any time, even while the shaker's moving. Don't be afraid to use it. By name, Sugar Rush. 2 Adelhyde and 1 powdered Delta with optional Carmatrine, all mixed. So...
What's aldehyde? That sounds like something that belongs in a chemistry lab. I don't know what any of these alcohols are.
I think it's like for like a cyberpunk sci-fi setting.
Oh, you are so close, Isabella. Isaloo.
Did I break the glass? Serve. Let me see if I can dismiss this here.
God, there's 542 quotes. Did you know this?
Yeah. So I
did
have
you
to
fuck
mix
it
it
up?
again. Success. Serve. Okay. I know what I said.
What's immolating mean? Murdering?
To burn to death.
Oh, I remember that.
Not necessarily to death, but to burn up. Mixing it for over 5 seconds. You can tell it's being
I
blown
bet
when the
you were,
shaker's
like,
moving faster.
So giddy about being able to use that word.
Immolated?
Yeah. How often do you get to use that word?
Infrequently, although more often when playing video games than just about anything
I
else.
suppose.
Ice and age on the side, just like the one you need. So the 5-second rule for mixing is always true. Yeah, quotes.marstead.com.
Ooh, you're on that.
Moonblast. Johan is very kind to maintain it. 6 Adelhyde.
Alright, you talking about Captain America?
On the
His ass
rocks
is
and
pristine.
blended.
It's America's ass.
So where do I know how long to mix it for? It said something about the animation changing when it's done. It doesn't say that in the description, right?
Maybe you're just supposed to figure it out. Failure.
Blended?
Oh, that means you have to do it more than 5 seconds.
Less than 5 seconds is mixed, greater than 5 is blended. Okay.
Fail.
But when it was too fast, it was too many seconds? One 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000.
Oh, I see it speed up. I think.
I think it moves exactly
It's
left to
really
right, and
subtle.
when 1 second is 1 tick. Oh, I skipped the ice after I got it wrong the first time. Okay. Okay,
Nice.
first try. Did I amuse you for long enough? Make any drink big by doubling the amount of ingredients. If the recipe already has over 10 ingredients, the drink is already big. says it uses optional karma train. It means you can use none or fill it to the brim. Doesn't count towards making a big drink. It's the alcoholic factor in a drink. It doesn't change the taste. The amount still has an effect. If you add too much, the client will get drunk faster, so please be mindful of that. But this soundtrack's really good so far. I'm digging it. Pretty okay with their rate of drug consumption. So you can give people drinks that have no alcohol in them by putting no karma train in it. But you have to put the minimum amount.
So is karma train like Everclear? Why do they have such weird names?
To make it sci-fi. Make it sci-fi.
Yeah? Okay, so this is like another universe where they name alcohol weird things.
I have to give the minimum amount that the drink requires. You're joking. Hey, Yukapo, how's it going? Chemical ingredients used to simulate drinks, yeah.
Productively busy, Yukapo? Hope it's been productively. Hey, weekend hype!
One of these have all 12 of its songs filled, all slots filled before I can play anything. Cool. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Give me a beer. I think you're right that we're simulating beer using chemicals.
Man, that's a big drink. Mixed.
Here you go. Give me a big one.
That was a big one.
Beer wasn't enough.
He said if there were
Guess
more
you
than 10
eventually know
ingredients,
them.
it's a big... Isn't there... Wait. 6, 7, 8, 9... Yeah, there's 10.
Yeah, but the problem is that adding
it's
more
more
karma
than
train
10,
doesn't
huh?
count. How about this one?
This is fit for a man like
Okay, I was in a meeting close
He kind of
by.
looks like the Family Feud guy, but angry.
Yeah, Steve Harvey. Jersey, so it's on Earth in the alternate future. Donovan D. Dawson, chief editor and owner of the Augmented Eye. They started with quite the interesting fellow. They love reading about that urban legend in the Thanks game. As you know, kind of corny shit that brings.
Oh, they said shit. I mean, I guess you are making booze.
No. Totally not J. Jonah Jameson. Don't write about it, my interns do. This guy's comical. See, the reason she had good music playing is because she filters out the scary stories of the future.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Desensitized? People get bored of a certain kind of news after seeing it repeatedly. Now you need an elderly woman carrying a sick baby boy getting hit by a truck. Need a sob story behind it. Isn't that like how most voting-based like reality shows work now? They require you to have a sob story independent of how talented you are.
Oh, I don't know. I don't watch those anymore.
You watch Project Runway.
That's an old show.
Oof. Comments to your page are annoying. Column's the least visited of the bunch. Oh man, you see that post recently about the ice cream shop that charges extra to Instagram influencers?
Mm-hmm.
The influencers demanding to get free food?
That's old. I saw that like 2 weeks ago.
I love you, Andrew. Do you look like a fat child with a really small face? Oh, it's a large one again, I assume?
Yeah, he said big, I think. Benedict! Mwah. This is what you get for walking in front of the computer.
Any amount of shaking is good, it seems like, if it's not blended. So I can hit mix and immediately stop.
Good try, Ben.
What about Big Troubles? Please stop referring to this place as a hellhole. Poor Jillian cleaning the bathroom. Celebrities. The serious VIP as a client, but I don't see you losing your shit. I don't really care about you.
Oh, I love famous people gossip.
I know. Let me see, so I can set up the jukebox for my schedule for the day, that's cool. Pretend they love celebs, but what they really want is to see their idols tore down to their level. So 20 minutes in, I'm kind of seeing the core gameplay loop. This is more of a visual novel than it is a bartending. Well, I guess if you're a bartender, that involves a lot of talking. If you're in a hellhole, you have to talk to the clients. Poor Ben.
Hey, this is what he gets for walking across the computer.
Yeah. Change the fact that people love that kind of stuff. They want to escape their lives by living somebody else's. Socks with sandals is public indecency. Person you know from TV acts like a human. Saw a committee judge bitching over what some girl was wearing to the store. People don't exist solely to entertain the public. I guess you could argue that this is a cyberpunk setting that their discussion is relevant to today.
What are they talking about? Here, give me that. I'll start.
Celebrity gossip.
Yeah, that's always relevant.
And that how people who are celebrities aren't real, they're fake.
I mean, they have a fake persona.
What?
That they
Sensationalize? Hey, you're a bartender, right? Sarcasm wastes my time, my money, and your energy. Refrain from using it. Ow. Yeah. I'm trying to think, like, what makes a cyberpunk celebrity gossip issue cyberpunk, though? Like...
They're androids?
Yeah.
Celebrities are androids?
Well, in the context of this conversation, I guess is what I'm asking. Although I guess they're being smart about it. They're not, like, plugging in a bunch of, like... You can have the problem where you just replace words with sci-fi sounding words, but it's basically the same conversation. Like, instead of saying, oh my god, you say, oh my robot overlord, or something like that. You know what I mean? It's not doing that.
That robot overlord?
I guess they're saying his future's not that different, though. As something in, like, Blade Runner. I really like hearing clients rant about their lives. My sister's a bartender. I'll have to ask her how realistic this is. Mr. Donovan. Oh, gross. Everyone calls me Mr. Dawson or boss.
Yeah, he better give you a nice tip.
So I'm calling him by his first name. Okay. My employees to fear me. Do you want another drink? Can I, like, make all of the customers pass out from alcohol poisoning?
He wants a small one. Oh, never mind.
Bitter and big, but not alcoholic.
Flavor. Flavor will give you bitter. Called it.
Optional karma train. Okay.
No. Oh, I guess you did say big. Never mind.
No karma train. Since he specifically asked. Paint me blue and call me Sue.
Where'd they come up with
Actually
that?
do it. Spar have investors? Look named Sven that wanted to give us money if we stamped his face all over the place. Bars are like any fast food chain, so there are no local investors. Investors suck harder than my first wife's mouth. Ugh. Bastards think they're so important because they put their money in the company. What good is it to be the boss if you still have to work for someone else? I was gonna say, like, do you not have to answer to anyone? Okay. This guy's the worst. Next client, I'm gonna try just loading them up with alcohol.
Oh, yeah. Then they're gonna talk more. Or
No, I'm trying to make them pass out. Yeah, that would be great.
Aren't bartenders supposed to not do that?
What, make their people pass out?
Yeah, they're supposed to
But this is
right?
cyberpunk bartender action.
Uh-huh.
They need to deal with the pains of a dark, grim, dark future, and they do that by passing out. Show them what happens when I do what they want and don't reject ideas. Should I be worried? At least he paid before storming off. Maybe we'll run into Sven later. Requires you to have thumbs.
Do you know you can spell Jill with your right hand? And your left hand, actually. Well, I guess I have to do it this way for you. J-I-L-L. Jill. There's something dirty that goes along with that, but he says I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Oh my god, I was like, she's gonna stop. She's...
I said I'm not gonna say it. Jesus. Oh, you're just loading them up, huh?
Yeah.
Mixed. Are they all aged?
I don't know how aged works. I missed that earlier. Age is a button I have to set. Okay, gotcha. Sir. This crack house is a bar? Smells like dog urine and soap. That's the second person to say that.
They tried to clean with the soap. Here,
Ingram
drink your
McDougal.
drink. Drink it quickly. Speaking of which, you might want to mute. I'm gonna get some ice.
Gross. No. Okay, I need to give him... Then I have no use for you beyond giving me drinks.
Getting ice.
Such pleasant clientele. Who picks the music has decent taste. Good evening, sir. Hope you enjoy your stay at Valhalla. Yeah. You don't know this guy's a douchebag. We need to, like, put him on the floor if we can. It's an interesting change of heart. Can't afford to slander this place knowing she's here. Well, I guess that makes sense why she was being nice to the employee. Or the customer. Dana Zane, the Red Comet. She has a mechanical arm? There's the cyberpunk.
Cybery.
He's suddenly being less of a douche, but now I hate him more. One involved class 5 weaponry, the other involved a pickup artist. Not an alpaca. There's a woman that owns a textile company. Oh, he knows the story, okay. Heard it screaming she was an alpaca. She started spitting on everything. My boss had to show her the exit. Okay, so I'm guessing he exists as a foil to get me to like the boss. Because he's the worst.
Is he like the boss's brother or something?
Pile driver. They might be trying to teach me.
Is he like the boss's brother or
No,
something?
he just knows the boss somehow.
Because they're brothers, maybe.
Well, the boss is a girl.
Then he could still be her brother.
Yeah.
They're siblings. You're just gonna load them up, aren't you? Mixed. So don't fuck it up. You fucked it up.
So I have to let it shake at least once, I guess?
Oh, I see. You're experimenting. Well, that was a waste of good Carmotrine.
Carmotrine.
Oh, the boss pummeled armed riot. Why would you riot a bar?
When it specifies a certain amount, you can't then add more. You can only add more if it says optional.
Like, just don't go.
I thought that you could always add extra alcohol. I could make it big. Yeah, I misunderstood that. Thanks.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Hey! Here, I made it a double.
It's fine, I guess.
Oh my god!
Yeah, earlier he was like, are you gonna leave with me? And I was like, we just need to get this guy to pass out.
That's a question I like that. I'm just not gonna answer. Okay, I feel like this guy is Squall if Squall talked. He's all deep and shit. Ew!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, Is there an option to punch the customer?
Dude, you need to ask Robin if she gets these kind of creepers.
That's what I'm saying. Lobsters, she calls them.
She probably doesn't get too many at the bar she works at.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Basically just... You can't give him... They're 18. Oh, I lied. I'm so sorry. Good job experimenting.
Aged and mixed.
She said that drink kind of looks like a uterus.
Let me borrow that doesn't get creepers. You ever felt empty?
Ever feel empty? Have you tried taking up I'm sorry, you're going way too fast.
Oh, sorry.
Unless you're gonna read it aloud. Okay.
I can't do a voice, so...
Any suggestions? Collecting stuff and reading and bungee jumping and combat sports, exercising.
That's how you imagine Jill's voice.
She's an anime girl.
Sounds a lot cheaper.
Like, yeah!
Bitches and alcohol.
I tried sex tourism once. STDs. Ew. Well, if she was gonna go home with you, she's not now. Porn is more amusing. Ew.
I feel like the game... I think what's happening here is they're giving you two horrendously awful clients at the beginning to teach you about the mechanic about giving them a ton of alcohol to get them to pass out. And I failed to do it on the first character, and I've only had... I didn't give enough alcohol on the first drink. I should have given more. You can't fuck puppies.
Believe you about what? The puppies?
People lie, lady. Okay, he didn't pass out, even though he drank a ton, but maybe he's really tolerant. Valhalla. No, don't load. Don't do that. Can I freely save during conversation? Just trying to keep track of when I can pause and move on. It's now safe to keep playing. Okay. Only at those pop-up saves? Okay. And they happen like every 20 minutes or so? I'll probably stop at the next one regardless of time and just credit you the time, Darkstar. Can I freely get rid of songs? I just want to repopulate the whole list in the opposite order. I can right-click to do that, okay. I'm sure they had fun putting this soundtrack together. Irene. It's a robot. There we go. God damn it, it's not a robot, it's a cyborg lady.
Terra? Is that her name? From Final Fantasy VI?
Yeah, Terra.
With that color hair?
Master Cecil Seipi Asagiri of the 765th Division Valkyrie Corps, excuse me. Just call me Sei. Alright, I already hate you less than the other two people we've met. Not sweet isn't cool. Cool drink would be nice too. Cool isn't great, and especially not as in big. Can't afford a hangover. Sweet drink that's cold. But it needs to be with ice, which this one's not, so maybe not this one. Let's try the sunshine cloud instead. blended. How about this? Antia's suite could be different from yours. This works fine too. Okay. She's already complaining, but it was a mild complaint. She didn't ask if I fake my orgasms or say anything else horrendous. Said you're from the Valkyrie Corps. White Knights.
Oh, apparently you fucked it up, Dylan.
Wait, but it was under sweet drinks. I don't understand. I clicked by flavor and I did sweet drinks. And the first one I looked at was...
Maybe it, like, cycles alphabetically?
Oh, regardless of the category you started from. Don't deal with riots or anything. Deal with their aftermath. I feel like she would have been a better first client. She's kind of getting me into the setting a little bit better. Doesn't remember your original search. Okay, thanks. Pledge of Allegiance. We recite it every morning. Ingredients somewhat correspond to flavor. I see. So, like, this is probably bitter. Uh-huh. Okay, that's helpful. Thank you. Yeah, I thought I was selecting only sweet drinks and then scrolling between the sweet drinks to find the one that had ice in it. But I guess to do that, I'd have to hit sweet drinks, click one at random, see if it has ice, go back, look for sweet drinks, click one at random. Are you a doctor? Or a paramedic?
I hate bitter drinks.
Yeah, they're gross.
Ugh.
You don't like hops?
Ugh.
But eventually, once you bartend enough, you just know the drink, so you don't have to use the little menu. I've also seen some shocking sights. That's very, cyberpunk noir haze. Those are sights. They're shocking, right? Size? It's a weird thing to think she said. Classy drink. Don't make it too big. Aged and mixed. Not too big. She also didn't want a lot of alcohol, but...
But it's only one, and your other one didn't have any in it.
Yeah. Something Stella would drink. My dearest friend. Something stronger. What's your name? You can call me Jill. Julianne. Do not call me Julianne. Oh, is that actually her full name? Okay. So, this is so weird to me. I feel like this has to be real, and I'll ask my sister. Anyone else that's done bartending, you can tell me. But, like, the thought of going to a bar and talking to the bartender who's busy and has a job this much...
Well, but you're not that busy.
Well, I suppose that's true. But even then, if I were at a bar... Well, I've been at a bar with you, and there's been a bartender, it's just been us and the bartender. And I've always gotten the sense that the bartender wants nothing more than to everyone be silent. You know what I mean?
It depends on the a bartender.
I suppose
You know,
so.
because I remember I was at the airport once at the bar that gives you a half-price shot if you buy beer.
Mm-hmm.
And the bartender made it obvious that she was open to talking, but I made it obvious that I didn't want to talk.
And that
and
worked?
she just kind of left me alone. It was great.
And went and talked with the dude next to me that wanted to
I
talk.
know that this is something that Robin does in both of her jobs. She's a cosmetologist and she's a bartender, and those are both jobs where you're sometimes expected to deal with like chatty
Sometimes.
clientele.
Ugh,
Almost always expected to
sounds
deal
like
with chatty
hell on earth
clientele.
for me.
Yeah.
I don't gab.
Or like being an Uber driver would be another one.
Ugh.
And sometimes the people want to talk.
Depends on how drunk I am. If I'm drunk, I'm very chatty.
Drunk, you have lowered inhibitions, a lot of shit you wish you could get off your chest. Hey, I've heard of people having to like fire clients in those sorts of lines of work when they have people that sort of treat them as their therapist, right? Because they don't get paid enough.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a line. It's not a very well defined.
It's interesting because it's like to take on someone's problems like that is an enormous like energy drain. And being a bartender is not, you don't get paid enough compared to a therapist.
Right, and you're not trained.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, you can be polite and be like, oh, it's okay, it'll be fine, or all that jazz, but like when they start wanting you to like give them actual advice.
Interesting. What made her become a white knight instead of a veterinarian? Why is she a Valkyrie? Paramedic cop lady. Woke up in a hospital with my friend watching over me. I don't think being attacked by a white knight would make you run the opposite direction. Guide myself towards judging everything on an individual basis. Not to an extremist extent, but you get me.
Oh yeah, I feel like it's totally okay to get stuff off your chest. And have the bartender be like, oh, that sucks. Oh, that sounds awful.
Well, that's different from like unloading. Like, this is a good game to talk about it. So sorry, I'm paying attention to the text here, but like the idea. Thanks, Leslie.
Just gonna be honest.
The idea of
She wants to be a veterinarian.
no, she doesn't want to be. She's done the opposite of being a veterinarian.
She wants to, but she can't because she's a bad student. Isn't that what she said?
Just saying that there's this interesting concept when you talk about this in like tabletop play, that if you wanted to do something that's therapeutic in tabletop, like you want to play as a character that has parents who abused you in order to work out some trauma, that like that's not something that you should do without the explicit consent. The music's really loud. Okay, thanks. It's not something you should do without the explicit consent of the other players. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to work out that trauma with a bunch of other players, that can get in the way.
Right, you need to go see an actual therapist.
Was that just that song, or have most of the songs been really loud so far? Rescue, assault. So she's helping me to like understand the universe they're trying to create in this setting a lot better.
So you should probably turn it down a little more.
I already have it. It's like 10 decibels lower than it normally is. This is like Lisa, where different elements of the soundtrack are much louder than others.
I thought you were talking about my sister.
No.
What?
Game called Lisa.
Oh. Why does she get everything? There's no game called Andrea. There's no birthday song around the word Andrea. She even gets a fucking science experiment, basically.
So they're like
her.
rescuers, they're like cops. They also do some kind of investigation. They're basically cops. Fighting school bullying, okay. Yeah, I'm the same way. You could go, I'm like, oh man, I'm burdening you too much. So I will never burden my friends, even though I probably should sometimes. Can't afford that many drinks.
Well, you started seeing a shrink.
What?
There you go. Said you started seeing a shrink.
Yeah.
There you go. Unburden on her. She's great.
Exactly. Martini, Brandtini. Pretty sure it's a martini.
I think that was under sweet. Oh, you can just search by name.
8 out of 10 smug assholes would recommend it, but they're too busy being smug assholes.
You know, the only thing I've seen in pop culture that's the word Andrea is she was the announcer lady on that game show on Nickelodeon where they played video games.
Oh, yeah. Nick Arcade?
Nick Arcade, where the kids just could not figure out Sonic. Or they always played Sonic. But yeah, her name was Andrea. That's the one thing I have.
I feel this place and I want to share it with my friend.
Although when I was in Las Vegas, back when they used to do this, you know, the people used to slap the cards on their hands, and if you looked, they'd give it to you, and it'd be a business card for a hooker, because it's Las Vegas. Anyway, I once got a business card for a hooker named Andrea, and it said she was rated #1 in Las Vegas.
So that made you feel good about your name?
Yeah, I think I kept that card. I don't have it anymore, but I definitely...
So she's talking about coming back with her friend, but she's saying this place isn't classy enough.
Give her a classy drink. Oh, you already gave her a classy drink. You got a classy drink? What are you bitching about?
She left her helmet.
Ooh.
Good evening and welcome to Valhalla.
Rimmed glass.
Am I dead? Does that mean Uncle Incus's ramblings about the afterlife looking like a shutty downtown bar are true?
No.
How's the audio now? We're at minus 20 decibels. I usually go minus 10 decibels. You organ traffickers, robbers, rapists, pickpockets? You're pickpockets, aren't you? Okay, thanks. She's great. No, I'd like to just, get you so drunk that you leave. So we're at 1 out of 4 so far.
Yeah. Hey, the Valkyrie, she was alright.
Tolerable clientele. Give her something that'll calm her down.
Bubbly? No, not beer. Yeah, that sounds...
5
It's like champagne. Ooh, there's a little cola left. Alright. Like, here. You need this.
You need to calm down. Champagne, served in a cup that had a bit of cola left. A bar? That Urban Dictionary defending you.
Oh yeah, because I guess Andrew means the perfect man, and Andrea is the female version of Andrew. I always thought, when I would get those stupid little keychains or whatever, it always said womanly, but I like the perfect woman a lot better. And Dylan would agree.
She still thinks I'm giving her roofies. Jill's saying why we wouldn't do that. Go outside and head just 3 businesses to the left to find a convenience store. They sell drug tests for drinks.
Poor Karen.
2 flying cars crashed and went boom. That's why it was so noisy. Flying cars.
That's cybery. You know, they gotta remind you. You're in a cyber.
No, I'm glad they're doing more of that, because the first 2 clients had almost none of it. You check inside the toilet paper locker. What? Why would I check that? Oh my god. I actually had that happen at a place that I worked. Somebody smeared poop on the walls.
Ooh.
And this is all people in their mid-20s and 30s and stuff. It's
right, it's not like you have customers. It was just you guys,
it was just all grown-ups working there, and we had our boss had to call us together and say, I can't believe I have to say this. Please do not smear poop on the walls. It was why would you do that? Why? I know, Marty, I agree.
I mean, isn't that one of the joys of going to the, like, you know, monkey enclosure at the zoo, is to see them smear poop on the window and throw it at you?
To be in cahoots with the clerk in the store. I even knew your name. My boss's name. Oh my god. Things don't have value because I ignored it.
Yes.
Not that unimportant, and your work does matter. So, have I already, like, had significant branching conversation based on the amount of alcohol I've served customers to this point? I noticed that there was like a line of branching dialogue last time because I gave her the wrong drink, but I don't think it changed anything else she was saying, right? Tell me how I got here. My boss found you unconscious and kept you here for safekeeping. And you were asleep until that car crash outside. Douchebag number 2 is less offensive if he gets less drunk. Okay. So you can't actually make them pass out? Drinks around the house. Piano Man. Oh shoot. Oops,
She wants a piano man. Ugh, sour. Blech. I did spray him once.
Oh, she totally did.
Yeah, but only once. Most of the sprays are at Ben.
It'll be in the VOD.
He said ouch, because water is painful, apparently.
Yeah, she used to drink these before an actual pianist attempted to kill him. What did you do to provoke the pianist like that?
Wait, what about penis?
Hmm?
Did you say penis?
Pianist.
Pianist, sorry. They're very similar words.
The exposure can get messed up if there's a large source of green in front of the screen, so there may have been something like that.
What, like a piece of dust?
No, when you're holding the spray bottle, there's a little bit green, so it may have screwed up the exposure on the webcam and screwed up the green screen. How it feels to go for a drink and you have a long, hard day at work. Where do you work? Kim. Okay. Just an intern.
Oh, we heard augmented eye before.
Yeah, she works for J. Jonah Jameson. I knew I smelled his nasty cologne. This song's a lot louder. I'm hearing it now. 1 more hour, you can get beer.
You got it, you capo. You can do anything for an hour.
Words.
Or no, that's not true. You can do anything for a minute and then just do that 60 times.
I admire the way he does stuff. He was awful, though. He would be the worst if the guy after him wasn't worse. Call me Jill. hardest part is dealing with chemical hazards some people might leave behind. I was afraid they make me wear skimpy clothes and dance. One of these customers isn't gonna come in and they're gonna just sit down and like, I want a beer. It's like, here you go. They're like, cool. I have a feeling that this game is supposed to be like, let's immerse ourselves in a setting for a little bit. Like, it's kind of like the video game equivalent of that Easy show we were watching, you know? Where it's like, it's just kind of an anthology of different characters, and we're just gonna spend some time with them. And there's not like an overarching plot.
But you get to learn the feel and the culture.
Feel the culture, feel the people that are living that life. Get maybe an insight into a different sort of relationship than you might be used to. So it's taken me like almost the full hour to kind of like understand what this game is and what it's about. But I think
I bet like the drink orders will get more and more vague.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that drinking is the game. Like, it seems like there's no penalty for doing it too badly. I don't know. Maybe it's a way to like have a fancy way to do branching dialogue without it popping up on the screen and giving you different choices. In order for me to enjoy this game, I need to understand what it is. So, you know what I mean? Like, it was the same thing with Rumu, but in a different direction earlier today. Got a mechanical arm. No idea how she got it. I guess no one knows how the manager got it. I'm gonna see you break the wise bartender character you're using here. I do that? I don't know how much alcohol you can handle. One Brandtini. Should know that one by now. I've made it several times. I think you have infinite time to make the drinks, as far as I can tell. So it's not like memorize the drinks and you can serve them faster. They don't seem to care. So I think it's a visual novel with branching paths, and the way you trigger the branches is by serving different drinks, as opposed to picking different options in a drop down, which is a cool idea. Game is too chill for that. Yeah, it did mention calm down. It does not even, like, if you make the drink wrong, it doesn't, like, ding you in money or anything like that. 4 of them, my only coworker is male. You lucky bitch. No idea the heaven you live in.
Wow. She's loosened up.
Yeah. The other day I got an assignment, and all I got from my efforts was an afternoon spent locked in the bathroom. She should watch that show about the cute fox that sings death metal.
Yeah, that show was pretty cool.
The Lizard Men. Okay, there's another one. Agaretsuko. We watched a couple episodes of it, it's pretty good. Send us a cab? Kimberly La Valette. What a flowery name. No, she's too sleepy. And she's out. Joe cleaned the bathroom and left because he stank. Kim woke up, had a couple drinks, and left. Was freaked out when she woke up. She managed to calm down. Am I calling you boss is too impersonal? Hey, there's the overarching. That's a thing that J. Jonah Jameson said. Oh, here we go.
Flawless server bonus.
God, okay.
Service.
Here's an extra for helping them calm that girl down.
You didn't make any mistakes. Wait, you made one mistake. Oh, I guess the Valkyrie didn't give a shit.
30% commission. Okay. Save. Life backup. Cool. I don't know if I'll add a preamble to the beginning of this video apologizing to anyone that's super into Valhalla, because it took me the whole hour to get what was happening in this game. And it's really important for me to, like, in order for me to enjoy games, I need to know what their deal is and what the point is, you know what I mean? And I was actually surprised that there was a results screen at all. I was starting to wonder whether the whole thing was scripted and the drinks didn't affect their conversation choices at all. But I look forward to giving this one another shot if you want to keep it on your sub-block, Darkstar. I think I kind of get it a little bit better. Think of it as like an anthology story. We're just going to get different insights into different characters in this universe.
And get
Take
them
it slow.
That they
Getting them a drink is something that I don't need to do quickly. I don't need to master it. Read it slowly. Enjoy the flavor text. You know, it did warn me that it was going to be chill, but I was thinking it would be fast, fast, fast. Get better at making drinks. This game's about making drinks. Drinks.
Not Papers,
It's not
Please.
the kind of game it is. No. It's exactly not that.
This is Papers, maybe. Or when you're ready.
Papers when you're ready. Thanks, everybody.